I think Sean Payton needs to heavily reconsider playing the Denver Broncos starters in tonight's preseason game in Arizona. There has been some heavy concern coming out of State Farm Stadium in regards to the shape of the grass field. And the Cardinals, since you obviously can't practice outside in 100-degree weather in Arizona, you have to practice inside on that same turf at State Farm Stadium. And thus far, we've gotten several reports that the field is in really rough shape from both Cardinals beat reporters as well as Cardinals players who have expressed their concern. We've seen multiple Cardinals players go down with injuries on this field. In fact, I'm normally not a fan of showing injury video because I think it's a little insensitive, but I do have some video here of former Bronco Marlon Mack's injury on this field because I want to show how it can be directly attributed to the field and why I'm really concerned about the Denver Broncos putting out any of their key players tonight on this really poor field. So if we come over here and look at this Marlon Mack injury, first of all, man, just look at this field. You can see all kinds of just spots on the field where the grass is compressed. It's chewed up to hell, just spots where it's just all chewed up. Look at this. This looks worse than most high school fields out there. This doesn't look like an NFL caliber playing surface. Now I'm going to go ahead and roll the clip here of this Marlon Mack injury. Here he is right here in the backfield. You can see the tight end goes in motion right there. Colt McCoy takes the snap. He goes to make the throw here to Marlon Mack, and I'm going to keep pausing it. Right there, man. Marlon Mack went to take a step. I'll go back. Right there. You can see Marlon Mack is taking a step, and this is where the injury happens. His front portion of his foot is locked into the grass right here. You can see it. And as he's going to try to push off from the back part of his foot, all of that weight is transferring up into his ankle and it ruptures his Achilles. And it's directly because, yeah, he's trying to go for a ball that's a little bit behind him, but his foot, the top of his foot right here, is stuck in the ground. He can't get it out, basically. And that's what causes all that momentum to shift. And that's what makes him tear his left Achilles here. It's an unfortunate break for Marlon Mack, man. I mean, that's just a terrible break right there. And you can see some of the dirt actually kick up when he gets injured right there. So that's just a really, really terrible break for him. And again, that's an injury that can be directly attributed to that poor field conditions. So coming over here to this video from Kliss, man, just take a look at the field. The middle of the field looks horrible where the hashes are. I mean, that's really scary looking. But Marlon Mack's injury happened outside the hashes. I mean, this is embarrassing for an NFL caliber playing surface, man. I don't understand how this is acceptable by the league and by the NFL Players Association. Arizona Cardinals owner Michael Bidwill is quickly becoming a candidate for one of the worst owners and one of the cheapest owners in the NFL. I mean, either give your guys a separate surface to practice on during training camp, or, I don't know, like, invest in a separate surface for training camp versus playing, because they wheel that in from outside. They could put two grass fields outside, one for camp and one for actual games. This is unacceptable that they're making players play real games on this chewed up turf. So you be the judge here, Broncos country. Do you want somebody like Javonte Williams out there on this turf? Do you want somebody like Cortland Sutton or Jerry Jeudy out there on this turf? Quite frankly, if one of our key players so much as stubs a toe out there, I'm going to be pissed off. Sean Payton said that the field conditions in Arizona are not going to have an impact on his plan to play starters, but I feel that once he actually gets out there and sees just how bad of shape this field is in, he might reconsider that plan. So overall, Broncos country, what would you do if you're Sean Payton? Once you get out there and actually see this field, would you actually consider playing your starters for the full 15 to 18 snaps that he said that they were going to play? Or would you maybe just not play your starters at all? Drop those comments down below, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. And until next time, guys, this has been another episode of Denver Broncos Syndicate. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.